Hello everybody, it's a loyal gamer, and I am bringing to you a new Let's Play for the Game Boy, the good old Game Boy Pocket. It is Pokemon. Pokemon Blue version, yep. Released in 1998 here in the US, I believe, and much earlier in Japan. And there's a Hitmonlee right there. I think you all kind of saw this coming, but yeah. Why don't we just go ahead and just start a new game? How about that? Now, I chose Generation 1 Pokemon because, well, a lot of people, they just do like Fire Red or Leaf Green, which is fine. They're great remakes of the original, but I don't think anything can like replace the experience that Generation 1 gave us all back when it first came out. Alright, and you have Professor Oak here, who pretty much explains how Pokemon are. And he studies Pokemon as a profession. Great! Now, you'll have to enter in your name. I will name myself after myself. So, actually, yeah, why don't we go all capital here, because we're gangstas. Name myself ALG. There you go. So your name is ALG. Yes, it is. Yeah, of course. Now, his name... Now, and his canon name is Gary. I'm not sure why they give you Ash, Red, and Jack, but he's definitely not Ash. And he's technically not Red, because in Generation 2, he's actually named Blue, which is kind of weird that they name him a color. But, we'll just go ahead and call him Gary, because that's pretty much what he is to me. Oops. And there you are. His name is Gary. How can you forget the name of your own grandson? Holy shit. ALG, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Alright, so we're in our very monochrome room. And trust me, I think I still remember the first day when I got this game. I was 8 years old, and I lugged my mom into the Walmart, and I pretty much begged her to get this game. And I'm playing the Super Nintendo, but anyway, getting back to the point, I remember the first time I played this game, like, I cried. Like, I was never that happy to, like, receive a video game in my entire life. And this game pretty much consumed the latter half of the 90s for me. Like, I really don't remember much other than playing this game 24/7. Like, I played this game until I went to sleep. When I woke up, I played the game. When I went to school, I played the game. You know, during recess, instead of going out to recess, I played the game with my friends. And, like, it got to a point where they forced us to go to recess. Not even kidding. Nobody went outside for recess, so we played Pokemon outside on the playground. That's all that we did, and they were just like, oh my god, we cannot get these kids to actually play, because we were so busy playing this game. And, you know, the four boys are walking on the tracks, and I better go too. Yeah, very symbolic there, Nintendo. Anyway, what I just did here was, I went ahead and just withdrew the potion from the computer. And I guess I'll go ahead and explain the menu a bit. This is your Pokemon, which obviously you can't access yet because we don't have any. Here's our item bag. Big complaint about the item bag is, well, it's not divided up as neatly as in Generation 2 and beyond. And everything's pretty much lumped into one item category, which is really kind of frustrating. Plus, there's really no, given the limited amount of items you can put in your backpack, you'll end up having to make a lot of trips to the PC to deposit off key items. So that's actually kind of annoying, the most annoying part about this game. And here, you have $3,000. Oh my god, this could be rich. And it's only been 4 minutes since we've started a new file, and here are the badges for all of the gym leaders. So we have 8 badges to go through, and trust me, this game, you know, is actually kind of fast depending on how you play it. And you have your options right here. So let's talk to moms. That's on TV. That is so like oh my god, that is just so 90s right there. Like, I don't know, like my own mom used to like watch the TV a lot, and she'd always used to tell me what's on the TV. It's like, oh yeah, you better go ahead and do this too, because I saw it on TV. They can protect me. It's cool. You know, I totally forgot to start my timer here. So since it's been about 4 minutes, I think we have like another good like 10 or so. Let's go ahead. 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that we're 5 minutes in. Thanks, game. That's kinda handy. I just totally forgot about the stopwatch. I just like opened up Visual Boy Advance and hit record. Alright, Palatown, shades of your journey await. Literally, shades! Like, this game is nothing but shades. Okay, well, not making fun of its lack of color here, but technology is incredible. Again, you know, making fun of the whole black and white thing. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon data via PC, and this was back when PCs were kind of a new thing, which is kind of funny how it echoes that history. And here is the research lab. But nobody in there. Nobody's gonna be really in there except Gary, so we're gonna go out here to the fields. Wait, don't go out! And then an old man comes up. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. And that's obviously how you encounter wild Pokemon. And, of course, Oak gives you a Pokemon, just randomly. Alright, awesome. Alright, so we have Gary, and we have 3 balls to our right. I'm fed up of waiting. Shut up, Gary. Let me think. Oh, that's right, I told you to come. Just wait. Here, ALG. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! They are inside the Pokeballs. You know, my balls. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. Same here, Oak. Oh my god, high five. In my old age, I have only 3 left, liar. But you can have 1. Choose! Hey, what about me? Hey, Gramps, what about me? Okay, be patient, Gary. You can have 1 too. He just treats his grandson like shit throughout the entire game. I love it. Okay, so we have 3 starter Pokemon. Every single Pokemon gives you, well, except Yellow, because the Yellow version is retarded. But for the most part, every Pokemon gives you around 3 starting Pokemon. For the most part. I'm not sure about Generations 4 and 5, but for the most part, Generations 1 through 3, the only ones I've actually played, give you 3 starting Pokemon to choose from. So, first one is Charmander. Charmander, if you want a good challenge, you would probably pick Charmander. Charmander is more of an attacker, however his defense is lacking. It really is. So, I'm more of a defensive type person, so usually the one I pick is Blastoise, or I'm sorry, Squirtle. Because Squirtle eventually evolves into Blastoise, and Blastoise is the Pokemon on the cover of Blue version. And that's why I originally chose Squirtle as a kid, because he was, well, on the title of the Blue version. So this is the tiny turtle Pokemon. Squirtle, over time, again, he's more defensive Pokemon, not so much of an attacker. His special is pretty good. Now, you have to remember, with Generation 1, there is no special attack and special defense stats separately. It's all incorporated into one stat. So, when I refer to a Pokemon special in Generation 1, it literally means special stat, because both special attack and defense are rolled into one stat. However, during my first playthrough of this game, or not first, like, technically first game or playthrough, but I'm talking about, like, you know, a recent playthrough, I had a strong lack of grass-type Pokemon in my party. I really couldn't find any good grass types, other than Vileplume, but Vileplume is usually more obtainable in red version because, well, you can't find Oddish in blue version. And that's the thing that separates the two versions, is you can find certain Pokemon in red version, and you can find certain Pokemon in blue version. So, if you chose a Charmander... Wow, I'm just not really progressing through this, fast at all. So, say for example, if you chose a Charmander in red version, you can actually get a Mankey to help you out with Brock. And that's usually what I would do if I was playing red version. However, with blue version, the way I see it, you don't have Mankey, so choosing a Charmander is going to be very hard initially. There's so many good water types, especially in blue version with Starmie and all. There's no point of picking a Squirtle, so I'm just gonna pick Bulbasaur because there really aren't that many good grass types in my opinion, other than a Vileplume. And that's pretty much why I'm going to choose Bulbasaur, because I want to try something new, quite frankly. I've always chosen Blastoise. Always. And I did a Charmander run, sorry. And, he's just not really my favorite starter. Oh my god, and Gary's always a dick, as always. Ooh, we can read what's on the computer on here. I'm gonna stall the battle a little bit. Calling all Pokemon trainers. The elite trainers of the Pokemon League are ready to take on all comers. Bring your best Pokemon and see how they rate as a trainer. Alright, and that's the Elite Four. And they want Professor Oak to visit them. How sweet. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our Bulbasaur. Very odd-looking flower thing you got there. But anyway, this is Bulbasaur, level 5. It's a dual type. One is grass, the other is poison. Those are the two types that I seem to use the least in Pokemon games. Pardon me, I'm just not a big fan of the two. However, Bulbasaur is sort of the best of both worlds. Especially when he evolves into Venusaur. Venusaur is really a beast. Probably one of the best grass types in Generation 1 in general. And unfortunately, you only get Tackle and Growl, but, everybody knows that. So, let's get going. And, of course, Gary stops us for a battle. The first of many battles. Oh, you gotta love the Generation 1 transitions. Alright, so Gary... That's what Charmander always sounded like. So usually what I do with this fight, you do not have to win this fight. It's not really mandatory. You're not going to lose any money or anything. However, you really want to get this fight, or win this fight, because you level up. And that level is, it's pretty nifty. I mean, yes, it failed. And mine worked, because I'm awesome. So now that his attack fell, now I can tackle the living crap out of him. I'm going to try not to swear for this LP, but I think I'm going to fail there. Now the thing about Charmander, you have to be sort of careful. Because Charmander initially is a bit more powerful. That's because, he's more of an offensive Pokemon rather than a defensive. Now Bulbasaur is sort of an all-around type Pokemon. Well, time for that potion. Awesome. Nope, too late, I won. Haha! This is why I highly recommend you get that potion out. See? Windows 95 was good for something. Alright, so Charmander is dead. Awesome. And we go to level 6. Hooray! Okay, ALG defeated Gary. Nice. And this won't be the first time. I picked the wrong Pokemon! Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Smell you later. He is the only video game character that says smell you later. Like I don't get that concept. Smell you later. Like, ew. Like what? Do you have like some type of post-delayed fart syndrome going on there? Like you have the ability to smell you later in future tense? I don't understand that. All right, and here's Professor Oak's AIDS. Insert about a joke about AIDS here, if you feel free to do so. So yes, Professor Oak's AIDS are always stirring. Anyway, we're gonna go over to Gary's house. I like how it just says Gary's house. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and talk to his sister, and after a few martinis, we're gonna try to seduce her here a little bit. Hey, LG, Gary is out at Grandpa's lab, so she won't give you the town map yet until you come back down. Then she will give you the town map. Alright, so is Bulbasaur good? Okay, Bulbasaur's good. We wasted a potion, but we're gonna get another one for free anyway. So it's not really going to be that big of a deal. And we're pretty much at the 15-minute mark. So this is a loyal gamer signing out. And I will see you guys next time for some No Pokemans Blue version. Later, people, and thanks for watching.